Are we good? Oh, alright, I see mic levels now. I think we're good. But I'm going to double check on my iPad just in case. Okay, thanks Stream Elements for the verification. Okay. We back. Jeez, everything's happening. But you know, there's my art work stuff. We back. We good. Now that we actually have all of that out of the way. So, alrighty. Order of operations here. Let me check my Instagram as well to see if there's anything else. Alright, so I've gotten more votes for Hollow Knight fan art, so my next stream will probably be me doing cute console art. So, that is going to be the goal. And I need to write that down somewhere so I don't forget. We'll say 12/27 stream is Hollow Knight. And then next stream. Cute console art. Whenever that next stream is gonna be. I don't know yet. I also just remembered I haven't eaten yet today. I was just like, I feel like streaming, so I'm gonna stream. I'm really bad at eating. I've come to notice this. I'm bad at eating. It's something that easily slips my mind. I get focused on something and then I'm just like, oh yeah, eating's the thing I should have probably done. Oh well, it's fine. Okay. New file. I don't really know what size to make this. I guess maybe 1660 by 1660? I don't know. Sure. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Okay, my alerts should be on. I'm gonna play an old alert just to test. Make sure. Oh. You know, the scene didn't load in all the way. That's kind of a problem. There. There it loaded in fine. Here it's kind of just like, I'm half-assing it. That's what it's supposed to look like. But the top is just gone for some reason. What? What? Wait. What? What? Now it's okay. There's always something. Literally always something. It's fine. Whatever. I blame my laptop being not up to par. Mine is old. It's better than yours still? What do you mean? God. The humidifier is not clearing my sinuses quickly enough. Okay, I need to find a reference because I'm not good at drawing without reference. Well, actually, I feel like most people kind of need a little bit of reference. I mean, basic can be good. Like, if basic is kind of like your thing, you can make it your thing. There's plenty of people who have like everything basic. Yeah, I mean, you could make being lazy your brand even if you want to nowadays. Like that's kind of a thing. I feel like. Like I'm pretty sure there are some streamers who are actually like, yeah, you know, my brand is lazy. It's yeah, I'm not gonna put any effort into this overlay at all. I'm just gonna like do whatever I feel like. Trying to figure out which pose I'm kind of wanting for this. I like those are some great emotes. I guess this would be a good reference. Oh, that's someone's car. Let me check and make sure it's not one of ours. Ooh. Okay, it wasn't. I just had to be certain. Kind of had to crawl over my entire bed though. I have a really bad habit because like my mom got a queen sized bed for me, and I'm a very small human, so like I don't really fill up like half of it even. So I have like a really bad habit of like filling up the other side with my stuff. I just feel like there needs to be something there. I don't know. I'm weird. Let's see. Will this fix things if I no? Okay. Uh, hold up. I just want to see. It might just be a malfunction with the little link itself. There it is. Cool. I fixed it. I mean, I guess it kind of. Uh, I guess it could kind of be like homemade body pillow, but it's like actual like stuff. Like notebooks and like I have two sketchbooks on my bed for some reason that I don't really draw in and I feel like I probably should. and a pack of pencils. What else do I have in here? I have like all my drawing pencils from F to 6B, some post-it notes, a white colored pencil that I barely get to use, a singular Sharpie, some like book tabs. Don't really know why I have this on here as well because I don't really draw. And then my blue snowball that I still can't figure out how to configure to work with my stream well. Um, oh, knocked my HDMI cable off my bed. That's plugged into my TV. I have my I have my pop filter as well on my bed for some reason. I'm very much not a homebody, but I make it seem like I'm a homebody. But I'm allergic to like most of the things inside the house as well as outside the house, which is fun, I guess. Oh, right. Okay. I think I found a good reference photo now. So, oops. Forgot that's it. Let's paste as reference. Did I copy it? No, wait, I copied it, but then I had to copy the link. So, whoops. I have to copy the image again. That's a big reference. I just. Yeah. Make that smaller, thanks. Okay, cool. I mean, I'm not the best at drawing people, but I'm kind of like trying to kind of force myself to draw more people. Um, so I mean, like, I can give it a try. I can't promise that it'll be good, but I can give it a try. Oh, really? I remember the last time I, like, was able to catch one of your streams, it was, like, down to your chin, I'm pretty sure. Or, like, just above your chin. That's insanely awesome. Meanwhile, I cut all my hair off. Like, I got an undercut, the whole nine. Do I even have a picture of it? I'm not even sure. I didn't take an official picture of the undercut. But, yeah. My hair is very short now. Like, there. I think it goes, well, my hair is curly though, so technically it's longer. But in its natural hair state, it, like, goes down to about where my eye is. And then I have my undercut as well, so. Oh, you did? Yep, it's short. It's actually a little shorter than that. My hair was still a little wet when I streamed that day. Fresh out of the shower. I don't know what that was, by the way. I'm dying. Alright. Nope. Why won't you let me select? There we go. That's still not even exactly black. Okay. I just want the eyedropper. Why aren't you letting me eyedrop? And then I need to change this to... Oh, that's some lag. That's gonna be fun. Let's see. I kind of want to put on music, but I don't know what to put on. Because, like, okay, I have a really nice playlist on Spotify, but actually, I guess it doesn't really matter if I get copyrighted, technically. It's not as bad as YouTube. I'll probably put on some Spotify then. But then I will have to check it and make sure it doesn't, overwhelm my mic audio. I guess, like, I've been so wrapped up in the whole, like, YouTube, COPPA, creators are liable shit lately. That it's kind of, like, polluting everywhere else I go now. Okay, let's see. Where is the playlist? I have too many playlists. Dang, looking nice. I love that, like, long hair is like a trend for guys now. Because I have always enjoyed, like, being able to play with guys' hair when it's long. Like, a lot of my guy friends sometimes ask me to, like, braid it for them. It's a fun time for me. Because I don't get to braid my own hair anymore because I chopped it all off. Not that I'm, like, upset that I chopped it all off, because I'm, like, really satisfied with it. I feel like it really fits, like, my character better and how I kind of portray myself. Yeah, it takes forever to, like, grow out. Yeah, it does look really good on you. I cut my hair a year and a half ago. Before that, it was shoulder length, and that was like my first big chop. Um, but my hair was down to my thighs as well, actually. I let it grow out that long. But like, my mom didn't take me to get regular, like, hair trims. So a lot of my, a lot of my split ends grew out. And so, like, half my hair was dead. So that's why, the hairdresser was like, yeah, like, more than half of your hair is dead because, like, you never maintained it. Um, like, obviously, I couldn't do it myself, and my mom couldn't do it because we're not, like, professional hairdressers, so we can't just, like, cut it. Especially since my hair is curly as well, it would have been, like, uneven and weird because we don't have that experience. Um, So then my mom got all mad because I cut off that much, saying that like the hairdresser was incorrect or something, and I was just like, no. I was literally having so much trouble with my hair when it should be detangling and it wasn't at all. And then I was just like, I've always wanted short hair. Like, I just I could just buy a bunch of wigs if I want my hair long one day or something. Like, long hair wigs are easier to get than short hair wigs. So I just cut it one day and I was just like, you know what? I really like this. So I've kept it. Yeah, mine has to be a little more maintenance than that because like it's really curly, but it's still kind of nice. Like all I really need to do is like wet it and then put some product in, and then I don't even have to like comb it really. I can just like run my fingers through it because the products that I use help kind of detangle it while I'm putting it in my hair. So in that regard, it feels nice. I couldn't really do that before with my dead hair. I did like a live stream on Facebook once, and I was trying to detangle my hair while just like catching up with family and things. Um, and it was refusing to detangle. So that's why I was like, okay, I need to get this cut or something because this doesn't seem right. And that's when the hairdresser was like, yeah, it's because most of your hair's dead. Oof, I feel that. That's how my hair gets when I straighten it. It's like I either have too much volume or no volume. There's no in between. Because too much volume is almost like afro status with my curly hair, and then barely any volume is when my hair is straight. So I get both ends of the spectrum. But I don't have the luxury of washing my hair when I straighten it because it just makes it curly again. So bye. Thanks for dropping by. Hopefully I'll get to talk to you again soon. Have fun. I need some heart emotes. Yeah, I've noticed that too. My hair would get oily. Um like I guess in general, like either straight or curly. But it gets less oily. I guess it also helps that like I actually put product in my hair. So, I mean, I kind of put oil in my hair though, which I know sounds like counterproductive, but it actually helps my hair get less oily. I know it sounds weird, but it actually works. It's kind of like how in my skincare routine, because I follow like Korean skincare pretty heavily. Um my face is combination. So I have oily sections and like really dry sections. So I put oil on my face. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's like I think it's just overproducing oil because it doesn't have enough oil. So you just have to add more oil. To kind of and then the hydration of course cuz I use a leave-in conditioner and then I put in oil and then I put in like a liquid gel and that's what keeps my hair the way it should be. But I also have to put in a lot of conditioner when I shower because like dandruff runs in our family. That's another thing. There is. I kind of took a quiz to help me get started. Um, on I think it was Soko Glam, like SOKO Glam. They're like a Korean skincare website, and it kind of points you in the right direction. Um, but a lot of it is self assessment as well. So like you kind of do have to like feel your skin at certain points throughout the day and kind of like keep track of it. Like for me for example, winter really dries out my skin, so I'm more like dry combination. And then in the summer, that's when I get the most oily. So I have to change out my products to be more for like oily type skin. Um it's a really short quiz too. It's like I think 7 to 10 questions. It's not long at all. But oh yeah, I've never like I guess I've never really experienced that because with my hair, I can only shampoo it like once a week maximum. I use conditioner pretty regularly, but I can't use a lot of shampoo because that's like not good for curls. So I've never actually really experienced that. But I also have actual dandruff, so that's not as fun. I love how I got on stream to draw and I'm not drawing. Um, I'll start drawing, but I'll keep looking at chat because I'm just doing sketches right now. Well, maybe it could have possibly been that. No, you're good. I don't usually have people to talk to in chat, so it's very nice to actually like see people interacting in chat. My nose. I need to turn my humidifier up. Possibly. Oh snap! Is it les roommates? I'm not looking at Discord right now. um, hmm. I feel like I need to make the. Ooh, I love cinnamon rolls. Oh yeah, does that mean that you're still picking me up tomorrow? Just clarifying. Okay, as I asked. Okay, one-ish is good. I'm just gonna have to force myself to actually wake up because I've been like I've been awake, but I won't actually get myself to start moving until like 2 or 3 p.m. It's a problem. It's hindering my ability to eat food more so. Oh, nope. That's not it either. Eh, it's a problem. I think it also doesn't help that like I don't have work. So technically I don't really have any obligations. So obligations are kind of like what helps me get out of bed. Like class for example. I feel like that's going to be an issue this year because um I have 3 online classes and 1 class that meets in person. So that's gonna be well. Actually, I do have work every day though, so that'll get me out of bed at least. Oh yeah, I was given the choice between birth control, um, or like I'm actually not even sure. I don't think this one medication is considered birth control, but I'm not 100%. Let me check again. Yeah, no, it's not. Um, so I was given the choice between like birth control or um like this hormone pill because like I have PCOS and I'm like I've mentioned it on stream before actually, but it like I don't have the injected one that prevents pregnancy. I have like the tablet, which I actually haven't had to take in 11 months actually, which is amazing. But when I first started taking it, I gained like 15 pounds, which was terrifying for me because I also have an eating disorder. So I was just like, whoa, shit. I'm actually triple digits. This is really fucking scary. Um, but yeah, it was like that was the first time I actually hit triple digits. On top of the freshman 15, which was also scary because like I'm not used to gaining weight. I don't gain a lot of weight. That just doesn't happen. My metabolism's way too fast for that. So not fun. But yeah, I was given a choice, so I'm not on birth control, so it wasn't like I didn't gain as much weight that I could have gained. But because I started taking it freshman year, I started gaining weight a bit easier. But now that I'm off of it, I'm not gaining any weight at all, but I'm losing a shit ton of weight, so that's not good either. I haven't gone past 104 pounds. Yeah, I can imagine. Sorry you had to deal with that. But hey, if you ever need a workout buddy, I freaking love working out. That's true. I am very short. But again, I love working out. I know the ways of getting yourself to loving it because I used to hate it. But now I'm just like, ooh, when's the next time I can lift some weight? Like, I actually go through withdrawal if I don't get to work out. Maybe one day I can, like, sneak you into my school's gym. Yo, I want to do kickboxing. I used to do boxing. I really want to do kickboxing. Because, like, the muscles that I got from boxing was insane, but it was only, like, my upper body. I want muscles all over. So, kickboxing is my way to go. Like, I want to do kickboxing. I want to try Lyra, um, which is like the hoops that hang from the ceiling. Not the silks, but the hoops. I used to do taekwondo, so I love the feeling of punching and kicking. Yeah, I don't think I have enough core for silks though. Unfortunately, yet. I used to have a pretty decent core, and then I had to stop working out because I got injured a couple months ago. That was not as fun. So I lost like all my core strength. It is so pricey. I think I have a friend who like knows someone who runs a dojo, so I'm hoping he can like hook me up. Does that look similar to the It's close enough. That's probably as close as it's gonna get. I was so close to having abs this year. Um, do I have a picture of it? I think I have a picture somewhere. I was so close, and then I got injured and I couldn't work out, and so my abs disappeared. And it made me so sad because I was so close. There's just like this really stubborn like stomach fat that won't go away. It's like it's the fattiest part of my body. Like everywhere else is really skinny except my stomach. But like abs are like my goal, and I want them so badly. There. My almost abs. They weren't full abs because I could just never get rid of that stomach flab. I've actually gotten used to planks, which is kind of weird. I used to hate it. Like planks and burpees, I used to really hate. Burpees I still kind of hate, but like planks I can deal with. I can do like a 2 minute plank. Man, I wish I had that sort of thing. Oh, really? Like, I think if I were more overall fit, then I would be fine with burpees. But because I'm not, it's not as fun. For me, anyway. Ooh. I think I need to make this side more curved. I feel that. I have like a. I mean, compared to the rest of me, my butt's a little on the huge side. I actually really enjoy doing squats. I have to kind of start from the beginning again in terms of working out. So I guess like being workout buddy is now is like the optimal time. I'm trying to build a lot of upper muscle because leg muscle builds pretty easily for me. But I also do need to eat more. That's my other struggle. I do not have a good relationship with food right now. I do know some great core exercises though because um the abs that I sent to you in DM um that was like 3 weeks worth of work, and I was going to the gym 6 days a week, but not doing more than I'd say 45 minutes worth of exercise. And I wasn't even working on my core like every single day either. It was like maybe 3 days a week. Because like you use your core for a lot of things, obviously, but the types of exercises that I were doing or was doing, the heck is my grammar today? The exercises I was doing like daily, only a couple of them actually used my core, unless I was like focusing on core that day. But like it was really fast. I didn't save this. I should save this. Oh man, I tried running. I can't do it. Luckily for me though, since my main focus is like building muscle and burning fat, well, burning fat is like harder for me because I don't have a lot of it anymore, except on my stomach. Because for some reason, my body just doesn't want to burn that part of my fat. Um, I don't have to do like more than 15 minutes of cardio, which is usually like my dancing and things. I have really bad knees and ankles too, actually. And wrists. My wrists are bad too. So like running is hard, but my weightlifting has actually helped me strengthen them a bit. I can attempt to dance or teach you to dance, but I'm not the best dancer. So I could go with some training myself, but I cannot afford that. I really want to take some dance classes. Mostly K-pop. Not surprising. I don't really have confidence with it either sometimes. Well, apparently I'm most confident when I dance, but as soon as I stop dancing, I'm just like, why did I do that? This is looking too squarish for me. But I guess like K-pop dance is heavily inspired by like hip hop. And I guess like hip hop is kind of in my blood because of heritage. How do I clearly can't draw this way. I just want to make this look more rounded. I am not a great artist here. It's fine. It's a sketch. I'm just drawing a giant marshmallow. How about that? I wanted to do like a bunch of more like art streams, but I feel so self-conscious about my art and like my process isn't that great. I also have not gotten to play Hollow Knight and I really want. Yeah, I think setting up has gotten a bit easier though, so if you need help, I got you. I can even help with like um just like even if it's like a basic setup. Oh, I don't think I did yet. Or did I? I have to double check. Oh yeah, I did see. I really liked it. I cannot draw people. I think I'm just meant to draw fantasy things and like items. I cannot draw people. I keep trying to and I keep failing. I wish my allergies weren't killing me, but I just so happen to be allergic to dust. So and my house is full of it. I have not uh seen that artist actually or heard of that artist. I'll have to look into them. I've been looking at like I'm gonna have to make these bigger. They're way too skinny. Uh I like I watch a select few artists. I'm trying to find more artists that like draw not like similarly to what I want to draw, but like have elements that um I want to use myself. Kind of like that whole steal like an artist sort of mindset, I guess. So I kind of just want to find a bunch of artists that like I like specific elements of their art and sort of watch and learn from that and then incorporate it into my art. Like for example, there's this one artist, she hasn't posted or he, I'm not sure their gender actually. Um but their handle is like all the idols I need on Instagram. They have not posted since April, I believe. But let me see if I can find. Yeah. So like I'll just paste it here. Like this is her art. Let me move it. This is her art and it's fantastic. And oops, what I wanted. And like the things that I really love about their art in particular is like the realism here, like with the glasses. That I love that. And like the overall lighting in general, like the detail with the light and how it like looks so soft and sort of dewy. Like I really really love that. Like not as much detail goes into the face. Like there is a lot of detail, of course, but not as much detail goes into the face as opposed to like the lighting, the highlights and the shadows. That's what I really love about their artwork. And I'm kind of sad that they're like not posting on Instagram right now. Painting is definitely a challenge. I'm definitely more of a vector artist, I think. That's why I'm like painting more lately because I just want to be better at it. But it's just so insane like how good their art is. It's a beast. Like I'm more comfortable doing vector art, so that's why I'm kind of like trying to stream myself painting. Oh, I clicked that on accident. My bad. Um but yeah, that's kind of why I'm forcing myself to sort of just do it. And I think streaming helps because, you know, people can hold me accountable for it if I ever get an audience. I'm also quite surprised that like I've actually gotten followers within the last couple of weeks, days. I don't know how people actually managed to find me, but it's appreciated. Oh, I was still in erase mode. Oh yeah, what's like, I don't know if you've actually installed the software, but what's sort of like your first impression of this software? Ooh, I think I just need to make my brush smaller for this one. Okay, maybe not that small. Okay, hold on. I need to study this real quick. Yeah, that's quite a bit. I'm kind of forcing myself to learn the program right now. That looks slightly better. But this is also just the sketch, so. I like to sketch with a rectangular shaped brush for some reason. Yeah, I think my roommate uses Fire Alpaca too. I've just like I've fallen in love with this software because um like I can do animation in it if I want to. Um it kind of feels more fluid to me than Photoshop because I was using Photoshop before. I think Photoshop's gonna be more of like photo editing for me now. Kind of in the name, I guess. It's not really made for illustration. Um, and like, well, just animation just got so much easier for me in this. And um, I like that you can make, like, for example, the brush that I'm using right now is actually an eraser brush, but I can change it to a regular brush with these settings up here, which is like super cool. And then I can switch it back to an eraser, no problem. I think I had an easier time with Photoshop because I learned Illustrator like my first year of college, like 4 year university. That's probably why I had an easier time than most people. It was kind of part of my curriculum. And then like Photoshop and Illustrator, they have a lot of the Adobe products in general have a lot of crossover. Oh yeah, that probably doesn't help either. I think for that you kind of like need some sort of guidance because it is a little interesting when you first like dive into it. I feel that. I did end up getting Procreate. Because I got an iPad. I was just like, might as well learn it. I actually do quite like it. It's a little easier to me actually, because I'm like drawing on the screen. So that made it a bit easier and a little, I guess, quicker for me to learn. Because it was at the point where I had just like finished taking a drawing course. So I kind of had like that disconnect between my tablet and monitor again. But this one project that I have, the outlining that I did for it, um, because I actually transferred it to here to make the finished. But this outline that I made was in Procreate. And like I feel like I was able to get like better detailing on it just from like being able to actually like draw it as is on the monitor. It's definitely interesting though. I also did watch this video by Drawing with Waffles last night where she was kind of talking about like how it's kind of where the whole like I was kind of reminded about the whole steal like an artist thing. Um but like no idea technically is an original idea. And that's like for most things in the world, like not just art. But it got me thinking because like there's a lot of elements that we interact with in everyday life and um that like we draw inspiration from without really realizing. And I think that's something that's important to note because it kind of just proves that like even if we do sort of come up with somewhat of an original concept, it's not going to be 100% original, and like that shouldn't be something that we worry about because like 9 times out of 10 it's not going to be 100% original. It's just going to be sort of like our own rendition or like inspired by something or someone, even if we don't really think about it as such. It really has put like a new perspective on things for me. Like even when you attempt to trace something, it's still never going to be 100% like what you're tracing either. Because you're going to be adding your own wrist movements and your own like strokes. Yeah, I really dislike when you can tell that someone has traced something and just changed the color and then have been like, yeah, this is mine. Like, you can tell, you know? Like, I know a lot of pin makers recently have sort of fallen into that. Um, which like I'm pretty sure they can actually get sued by the companies for doing that because like they're making money off of it. But I've seen people like take pictures from um from their like Twitters or whatever and like just kind of trace it, change the colors to match a theme, and then sell them as pins. Yeah, like if anything, at least mention like, this isn't my original art technically. And they shouldn't be selling it either. Like I like to show studies sometimes. I never sell them, of course, because like, I have morals. But I even have had a friend, like I made pin designs for her. Um and like she never ended up making those into pins quite yet. I don't know if she's still planning to, but as of right now, they're not still. So I ended up just putting them up on my own store for the time being because I just like didn't want them to sit there and go to waste essentially. So um I had realized that on several social media accounts where she posted that artwork, she never credited me and made it seem like it was her own art. And that like obviously really pissed me off because like that's essentially just like belittling the artist's time and effort that they put into it and just like not even acknowledging the fact that they're the ones who made the art is just, all sorts of wrong, obviously. So that's not fun. But it's also, it wasn't just me that she did that to, at least. But I mean, that kind of makes me feel a little more mad about it. Like, I feel like it should have been just me and it should have stopped with me, but it didn't. The worst part is, you may actually be meeting this person. Because, she's about to move back into my room for college. I feel like it's kind of like weird to bring up though, because it's been a bit since it like actually happened. But then the year in general kind of ended off on a wrong foot. I'm sure you probably won't. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to pick up on that vibe. She kind of just has that vibe, I guess. Yeah, it like here's the thing. It kind of affected the whole group because it was kind of like her and one other person, and then the rest of my friend group was just like me, my other roommate, and then my roommate that was previously the roommate in our room before Mora moved in for this year. So like it was kind of like the four of us were living in one building, and then the other person in the friend group was like living in the building next door to us. So we're all pretty like local. and could like see each other very frequently. So that probably didn't help either. But it was like that roommate and the one who lived in the building next door had like issues with me for some reason. And I feel like some of it was seen sort of publicly on Instagram too, like not intentionally, of course, but like it was just those two that like had an issue with me, but then they never told me like what was wrong. They would just get mad at me for like what seemed to be no reason, but they would never tell me. And I gave them like plenty of opportunities to tell me if there was like something that I was doing that was like annoying or like bothered them or whatever. They would never tell me. Um, and then they both wanted to have a meeting with like just me at the end of last semester, but I declined that several times because it wasn't just between the three of us, it was between the whole group because it was affecting the whole group. But they kept trying to insist that it was just the three of us problem, and I was just like, yeah, so you can gang up on me? Like, no thanks. Like, this is a whole group problem. Yeah, like they would have ganged up on me. I wouldn't have been able to get like my word in at all. And on top of that, I don't do really good in like sort of conflict esque situations because like I'm also an empath, which I don't know if like they ever really understood that aspect of it, but because I literally not only feel my own emotions, but I feel everyone else's emotions as well as my own. In those types of situations, I get like sensory overload. So that's not very fun for me. So then when I try to like speak about my own emotions, I can't really speak about my own emotions because I don't know if the emotions that I'm feeling are my own or if they're theirs. And that's the struggle I've always had. So that's why I'm not the kind of person who really like talks about my emotions either because most of the time I'm never sure if it is mine or if it's someone else's. I don't know how to control it at all. I don't know how to cope with it. I try to cope with it. A lot of times it doesn't work. Yeah, I tend to get pretty quiet because usually if I'm in a confrontation, most of the time it's with people who don't let me speak anyway. So that doesn't help. So that was another reason why I didn't want to meet them in just like the three-person scenario as well. Because I knew they wouldn't let me really like speak. Um, but like I think the other thing was man, I just lost my train of thought. Hold on a second. Oh yeah. The other thing was that I felt like I was sacrificing too much of myself in that situation. Like anytime they needed something, I practically like dropped everything to like help them through things, especially like the one who didn't live in our building. I would like drop everything like just to make sure she's good and like my schoolwork did suffer a bit for sometimes, or like a lot of the things that I considered fun. Again, just the two of them um didn't really consider what I found fun. So a lot of times I would just be like, well, okay, what do you guys like want to do then? Yeah, I guess that's kind of how it was for me. It kind of drew the line for me when like one of them sort of like went off on me in the Discord group chat, so like the whole group, like the whole friend group could see it. And literally the other two that weren't involved like came up to me and were like, "What the fuck are they talking about?" And I was just like, "I literally have no idea." Oof, that doesn't sound fun. I'm not really sure how this year's gonna be. I'm hoping that it'll just be fine and like things will just blow over and we'll forget about things, but we'll see. I'm just hoping that I can get more of a handle on my own emotions, but like I think what makes it more difficult for me too is that like um not only am I an empath, but I feel like I also kind of have sort of like a psychometric ability. I've never attempted to hone it though, so it's probably like a little weird. But like sometimes I do feel emotions from objects of other people. And like I'm sure that doesn't help either. I did sort of go off on one of them, but that was like but it was sort of toned down, I guess. Like even if I'm angry, I don't like to show that I'm angry, but I feel like I kind of like okay, it was very very toned down. I kind of went back to check and it was very toned down, never mind. Cuz like the the roommate that's moving back in, she kind of was like, "You've been buying all these pins and things, so you should be able to afford this fun thing that we want to do." And I was just like, "No, that's not how finances work." But then the other one thought that I went off on her because we were working on a group project and the deadline was coming up, so I was like, I need all the papers in by this day, so I have like a day to edit, and then I'm not going to be on campus the next day, and it's due the day after that. So I needed it the morning of like the 2 days before the deadline. And she thought that I was like going off on her and being like an ass about it. But like we had the project for the whole semester. That's kind of why things I think ended weirdly as well. But she also graduated, so I'm hoping cuz I feel like she kind of instigated a lot of it too, and that's why my roommate kind of jumped in on it a little. So I'm hoping the main thing was that like she was kind of the main instigator and that with her gone, maybe shit would hit the fan less, hopefully. Yeah, I felt like, I mean, this is kind of like a very empath thing to say, but because I understand everyone else's emotions so much, but not many people can really understand my emotions, I always feel out of place. So, like, we all used to drink a lot, but it was never like fun for me. So I like stopped drinking. Like, I still hung out with them while they were drinking, but I stopped drinking personally. Also, just because it was like wrecking my mental health too. But I wasn't gonna admit to that, obviously. Um, but like, yeah, there were a lot of things that I felt like I was kind of forcing myself to do or enjoy just to like fit in a bit more. And I feel like that's the most empath thing I could ever say. But it just holds so much truth. Like literally, if you look up most articles about being an empath, most of them will say that like you feel out of place 24/7 and like it's really hard to like find somewhere that you actually feel like you belong. Feeling normal kind of sucks though. Like when you think about it, like what's fun about being normal when you can just be yourself? But I think the primary issue is that they weren't very accepting of just who I am in general, and they didn't really, I guess they didn't really realize how much I sort of sacrificed for them. Yeah, possibly. Also, I was like misdiagnosed with autism, I think, when I was younger. So that's kind of interesting. Because I had like a speech impairment. So I had like, it took me longer than normal to speak in general. And then um, I used to stutter a lot. I still stutter sometimes, and it makes me self conscious. But yeah. I mean, yeah, I feel like in the long run, they were probably using me without realizing it. But like now that I've spent so long away from them, I've kind of realized that a bit more, and I've like talked to other friends about it, and they felt the same. Yeah, I feel like once I got over my speech impairment, things were pretty good. I know I mean, I have a lot of well, I've been diagnosed with a lot of things in the last like 2, 3 years. So I can definitely feel the improvement, but I kind of had to push it with my doctors. And my mom too, because my mom doesn't like to take me to the doctors for some reason. But now that I'm older, she's like, you can take yourself to the doctor. And now she gets mad if I don't go to the doctor, but then she'll get mad if I go to the doctor. So it's very confusing. I sometimes it takes me a bit. Like I get vibes from people, and sometimes the vibes tell me right away, and sometimes people are just really good at hiding it. Like even if it's not their actual intention, it usually ends up that way because um like I don't know, it just sort of I guess it just brings that nature out in people when people try to befriend me. I also didn't have a lot of friends in middle school, so when I started making friends in high school, it was like a weird shift for me too. Yeah, that's kind of what happened with me. I got so overexerted that my emotions shut down entirely, so I wasn't feeling anything. I wasn't doing anything for myself. I wasn't eating practically anything, I guess. I was kind of like eating enough, but like whenever I overextend, I get emotionally detached. So I don't feel anything. I become numb. And that's what happened with me uh throughout the sort of course of last semester. I just started becoming more and more burned out on top of all the stress that I was dealing with on my own time. So, yeah, depression's awful. My anxiety is actually higher than my depression too, so that makes things worse. I've actually been trying to like stream myself doing art more because um I've kind of been in that headspace again, but it's not because of my um it's not because I'm overextending. It feels like I'm not doing enough now. Now my brain's kind of just like, fuck, you're wasting away now. You need to be doing shit. Yeah, I've had my anxiety a whole lot longer. It doesn't help that my mom is like a super anxious person. She doesn't like to admit it. She just thinks it's normal, but she's a very anxious person, so I got a lot of that from her. What? Why'd you walk in here? Got to be some reason. Okay. I've been told I should get medicated, but I'm scared too. And they do help. They help sometimes. I feel like I'd be that person to forget to take it. I guess it was more a question my sister directed at me, but um, for me, I'm just personally scared to take it because because I have a track record of tending to forget to take medication. Like last night, I forgot to take my allergy medicine. That's why my nose is stuffed. I was wondering. Dang it. No, because I just remembered that I forgot to take it. Because it's a little late in the day to take it. I need to take it at night. Oh, even though you're scared to take it, might help. I feel like it's not gonna help me that much because I had such a negative response to my PCOS medication that I don't think that's gonna help me. I had terrible mood swings on that shit. Oh, that's nice. My my mom is very much the suck it up and just deal with it kind of person. She doesn't believe in counseling at all. So that makes things very difficult.
No, she could just easily go to another council. It's probably nice.
I don't know why she doesn't trust it. But like literally my dad insisted on taking me to get therapy because I hit like a really bad low in high school. Luckily it wasn't like so low that I felt the need to attempt, but I also did promise myself that I wouldn't attempt again in 2016, and I haven't since then. So I'm hoping to keep that clean streak. But um, my mom is the type of person who's very against it, and she thinks that she got over her depression just by praying to God, and and like again, I don't know what she has against therapy, but she just has something against therapy. So she literally got in an argument um with my dad over it, saying that like I should just deal with it and like not have therapy. And my dad was very upset about it and very set on taking me to therapy. Um, so then he went out to take out the trash, and I think she might have read that as like I just need to drive to cool off kind of thing. Because he used to do that. And so my mom literally came to my room after that argument that they had and was like, if anything happens to me and your dad's relationship, I'm never going to forgive you for it. And I was just like, so instead of taking responsibility for your own actions causing this argument, you're gonna push it all on me. That's helpful. Thanks. That's interesting, actually. Yeah, that's kind of how she always is. She is the kind of person who does not take responsibility for her actions, like, ever. Just pushes it on other people. And I had to grow up with that since I was, um, 5, 4 maybe, when she, like, kind of started doing it. That's kind of, like, my only issue with being home. Oh, that's nice. I'm not as lucky because both my parents don't believe in divorce. Um, which like I mean in the long run I guess like is something I shouldn't really be complaining about because like I have both my parents and it probably could have been just as mentally detrimental to me had they done such. Um, but yeah, I guess sometimes I wish I could have had that separation because I never really could escape my mom, and she's very like verbally abusive. She probably doesn't realize, but oh yeah, that's some grade A manipulation right there. My I guess my mom can be a bit manipulative as well, or at least try to be. Like I don't know if that's just like how she got her way when she was younger or something, but like it's pretty toxic. Like she was trying to go on vacation for this month, but we don't really have like the extra money to because of like all the money that's going into my college education right now. And um I also like I have 2 jobs on campus, so I can sort of hope to sustain myself on campus while like not having to ask them much for money or anything. Because I feel bad asking people for money in general. So I just wanted to like help lay off on that a bit for their sake. Um, so she was trying to leave like the last week of finals because our finals was like spread across 2 weeks, and I was just like, well, this is the week of finals, so I have a bunch of finals projects that I have to go in to class for critique, and then I have work, and I was like, she did it Thanksgiving break too, actually. Um, and then she literally sent me a text message that was like, um, actually, what did she say? I just remembered it being like really sort of demeaning and like she doesn't. If you have a schedule, it's not on her radar. If she's free, you're free no matter what. That's kind of how she rolls. So she was like, "Oh yeah," because I had already mentioned to my dad that like I'll have work and things, so I wouldn't be able to like leave the day that she would want to like that week or whatever. Um, and she literally responded, "Why? Now is the time your dad needs us and our support, and you can't even make time." And I was just like, "That's how you're going to respond to me telling you that I have work and finals?" So that was fun. It's just like it's something I'm kind of just so used to dealing with, but it still bothers me. She's a handful and a half. I think that's why I sort of I guess grew so attached to Supernatural and like specifically Dean Winchester as well. Because I feel like oh thanks. Because I feel like his dad kind of or like the way his dad treated Sam and Dean kind of reminded me of how she treated me and my sister. So I always felt like Dean. Like always trying to please the father, but never being enough for him. Whereas Sam could do it quite easily in comparison. That's kind of how it always felt with me. Because my mom compares me to people all the time. And like is always asking why I can't be more like them or like why I can't look pretty or why I can't look girly or whatever. And I'm just like, I'm just being me. Like I really don't care. Like if people don't like me how I currently dress and how I currently act, then they don't deserve to see me at my best. That's how I feel. Why why haven't we been friends sooner? This would have been the perfect dynamic. This is probably why we get along so well, though. But like, yeah, I feel like that's just like, oh, my humidifier! No! Is it out of water? It's out of water!
You're right. What are we doing?
I really need to get some distilled water for this thing because I'm gonna have to clean this out tomorrow. I don't want it to mold. What was I even saying? I lost my train of thought again because I got distracted by the humidifier. That's helpful.
Well, like, how you should run soon.
Well, yeah, but I was going into something else with that. Dang it!
Oh, right away, I forgot.
Oh. I mean, I figured there would be. Why'd you just boot me?
What? Well, she said it would, cause I called mom's cell and she said it was gonna be about 45 minutes. Let's see how long that lasts.
Yeah, she's not good at time anything. It's not even time management. She just takes forever. Dang it. I literally forgot what I was saying. This is so frustrating. No, there was something after that. Damn it. Ugh. How frustrating! This is where my actual inner Dean comes out, because I'm just mad that I forgot my point, because I remember it being a really good point. Oh, this is upsetting. You know there's food downstairs, right? I'm still saying, though, like, it's 6. Meaning you should eat dinner soon.
I don't want to eat dinner.
You say that now. But 10 minutes from now, you'll be like,
not
oh,
hungry.
I'm hungry.
Because I need to tell them before 7.
That, in retrospect, is not a good idea.
7 hours.
Man, I'm so upset. Let me go backward in my stream. Maybe it'll remind me.
I know she's gonna take a freaking millennia at this point.
Videos.
Are you using Twitch?
I'm on Twitch. When do I ever live stream on YouTube? Exactly. She was trying to. My voice is loud. Like the last week of finals. Hold on. This would have been the perfect dynamic. Hold up. Oh wait, it was right there. Hold up. Currently dress and how I currently act, then they don't deserve to see me at my best. That's how I feel. Okay. I do remember talking about that whole dynamic with my mom, but like Um. Oh, my human. Yeah, I feel like that's just like. Oh, my humidifier. My humidifier literally cut me off, so I didn't even get the word in. I'm so sad. But I did come up with another good point, so I guess it's that. Which is after I cough, sorry. Um I feel like I've longed so long for like that feeling of acceptance that sort of clouds my judgment sometimes when I make new friends. Because I just want to feel accepted. How am I gonna. This leg looks so weird. It's like, it's so fat here that it's so skinny here. I guess that might have been similar to the point I was trying to make. Hopefully. I have no idea. I lost it. This is slowly gonna start turning into a Powerpuff Girl. Maybe it's not the foot. Maybe it's just this curves too much. Or doesn't curve enough. I don't know. What am I even doing? But I think it also, like, the other thing that I'm pretty sure is not helping me that much either is the fact that I have, like, no idea who I want to be or who I'm supposed to be. Or what I'm supposed to be doing with my life. Hence why I think my tarot reading was the way it was. Like, I have no idea what I want to do. This still looks weird. What is wrong with it? Someone please explain to me what I'm doing incorrectly. Swords are usually like power change and conflict, right? I'm not like well versed in I guess I probably should have just used simple shapes for this, huh? That's too fat. Unless. Nope. Nope. Okay, maybe I just need to bring this down more. Okay, wait. I put it like here. And then redraw this bit. And then not make it pointed really, but like, nope. I mean, it's a little kind of closer, but not really. Maybe? It's too fat. Give me a second. Oh. Maybe I should make this a little longer too, and then that. I'm here to learn how to draw, kind of. Although, I forget it's supposed to be like there-ish. I think I'm gonna have to stay true to somewhat of the original image and just keep dragging this out. I feel like that made it look worse. I'm a literal art major, but I cannot draw for the life of me. I am in college to do art, kind of. To have to do art now because I had dropped that major. This makes me self-conscious. I'm not good at drawing. Well, I guess I'll work on the background of this because I have no idea what I'm gonna put for the background, but um Hmm. Oh, have fun. Indeed, I will for sure see you tomorrow. Okay. Hopefully I'll be out. I'll try to be out. Kind of a struggle to get up that early. That early, he says. When she has work at 10 a.m. sometimes. What to do for the background and the foreground? I guess I could have like some tree branches. Like some trees. That would be helpful. It gives me a reason to get up, sort of. I might be awake, but just still in bed. I don't want to have like a bush or something. And like some more trees or something. Like a pathway. Involve trees. I guess. I'm gonna hide that layer for now though. Make another layer. Make a more refined sketch of this. Let's see. Probably gonna change my here. Oh boy. My pen slipped. Also, this is a brush. Oh, sometimes I wish I could just get it right in one. Oh, I did it. This is an interesting process. I'm like, kind of. Well, I'm still learning this software for one and for another. I'm just not good at drawing. I think. Okay, why do I keep doing this? Oh, eraser's gone wild. Mm, yeah. Or I suppose it's done. Well, Then I'll get rounder as revisions get in there. Oof. My limbs. Okay, so I'm going to make a palette layer. I do want to use paler colors. Well, I mean, that's kind of expected that that one won't go up. So yeah, that'll just be white then. With some glow if needed. I think that's kind of the basic colors. Maybe sort of like I forgot it's still. Okay, this only likes to work sometimes. Interesting. Well, okay, I can't opacity lock that for some reason. Oh wait, gotta put this on. Whoops. And then again. Oh right, because I was gonna do opacity lock. So. Ooh. Oh yeah, I do need to get the one up here. The black. Actually, part of the. Nope. What's the keyboard shortcut to artwork? Ah, So I tend to recolor the line art anyway, so that's not a problem later. I am going to take a small break. As I have been streaming for a bit. I need to get some food in my body. But I shall return.
protect your soul.
Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire. With crimson secrets and forbidden bliss, can't stay still, don't stop that thrill. My bones crave your skin, temptation within, mistakes ignite the silence. Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire.
Okay, so I am actually going to have to probably end stream here because one, I have to make dinner and that's going to take me a bit, and two, we have run into some technical difficulties in the household and my assistance is needed on that and I have no idea how long that's going to take. So I'm probably just going to play it safe and end the stream here. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate it, and I will be sure to finish this art the next time I stream. Which I don't know when the next time I'll stream will be because I'm pretty sure I'm busy tomorrow. So possibly Sunday? We'll see. Someone's gonna force me to get on stream and finish this artwork because a lot of people are anticipating it. So thank you all so much for watching again. I love you all so much. And remember to K-pop and chill.